Hey Chasers, it's Cody. We're here with the president of Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and Water Country USA, David Cromwell. How has the first year been going for you?
It's been fast. It's been a good year though. But yeah, I started right at the end of March. Past preview day was actually my very first day, and 8 months later, it's been a whirlwind. But it's been a good ride so far.
You came in right after after the first year of Tempesto,
Right.
and now you get to give us Invader.
Right. Right. I'm excited about that.
I bet it's looking great from
Yes.
what we've seen of it. How's everything going back there?
Going really well. Vertical construction is well underway. If you're riding the train or if you're in the park, you have a really good vantage point of all the progress we're making. If you go out there, literally every day, something new is happening, and so we're thrilled about it. It's going to be a great ride for us and a great way to round out the portfolio.
Yeah, we noticed last time we were here, there's some serious bank turns.
There are. You're gonna get some speed for sure. Yeah.
It looks like a lot of fun. So, how did howl-o-scream go for you guys this year?
Really good. The response continues to that event is just when you think about where it started, in the early 2000s, and where it is today, and it's become a huge destination for folks that are into Halloween and howl-o-scream and all those things. But the response has been overwhelmingly positive. Circo Sinistro was an awesome new addition to the park. Some really kind of cutting edge and innovative ways to enhance our experience. And so I give the entertainment team a whole lot of credit for bringing something new to our park, and the response was great.
Yeah, that was a great walkthrough. Our readers and viewers know that I'm a scare actor as well in Virginia Beach, and I was super impressed with the Ringmaster room.
Yeah,
that was something I'd never seen. Just all the mannequins standing there, all dressed the same, and you didn't know which ones were, live and not. It was such a great room, and even the roulette room. We actually, when we came through, we did the reverse angle video, and we split because I had that video and Matt was carrying a camera, so we split. And the friend I was with, we actually ended up we kept going into the other side. We're like, wait, we're not in the right place. Very disorienting, but really, really cool and really cool concepts with it all. It wasn't your typical what people were expecting from a circus.
Right.
The trapeze and stuff like that. You don't think about that when you're doing a haunt usually, and that was really, really awesome.
It was in addition to that, I think the shows continue to do really well for us. Great shows. We have just excellent product, the territories. But I think the success of an event like howl-o-scream is in the integration, and whether it's merchandise or culinary, the way our team members are costumed. The idea is to fully immerse our guests in the experience, and so I think what this park has always done well is having really strong integrated events.
Yeah, like Sideshow Square.
Right.
Had some really interesting things to it because it was a show. Oh, excuse me, dropping stuff. It was a show, but at the same time, you had some good scares. The show was kind of a distraction from the scares. Like the fortune teller booth was genius.
Yeah,
that was really, really good. And even as far as the new I'm losing it. Video screens,
right?
The video maps,
right?
That were scares as well that people didn't realize sitting there. Oh yeah, let's go, and then something pops up in their face. We got some video of that of people jumping back from that. It was rather entertaining.
It's a lot of fun. Escape rooms, something new we tried this year with our no escape rooms, and the response again was very positive. So we're always trying to do something different and break the formula up a little bit, and I think this year was a good example of that.
Oh, definitely. Can we? I know you guys already got folders for it because we see stuff, or we at least notice tabs. You guys looking at anything new for next year for that?
For howl-o-scream, I think you'll see continued focus on, nothing to announce, but continued focus on shows and mazes. I think that's and revamping territories at the same time. So I think in terms of the formula, probably a similar formula, but we'll continue to try and push the envelope, such as we did with Circo Sinistro this year and escape rooms, and we're gonna keep people guessing for sure.
Outstanding. Now we have started Christmas Town.
Right.
We're what, 2 weeks into it?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Oh yeah, 3 weeks into it. Yes.
Yeah.
What's the response so far?
Again, another great example of a very integrated event. We brought Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer here to
Yes.
all our parks, and we have that integrated through a walkthrough and photo experience. We have a separate dining reservation product for that. The merchandise looks great, and I think as somebody like myself who grew up watching Rudolph around Christmas time, it kind of takes you back. If you're a parent, it's something that's familiar, and you want to show your children that. So we're happy with Rudolph. We're very happy with Sesame. We're hearing a lot of great responses from guests with young kids who we want there to be more to do, and that Sesame is a great example of that, where again, something that we probably grew up on, watching and experiencing, and so that's been exciting to see when you're out in the park and you see moms and thanking you for bringing another great opportunity, to life through Christmas Town. So strong shows as always. I think the shows are just phenomenal. 'Twas That Night. I had not seen that show until I got here, and because that show hadn't been produced until after I left. So getting a chance to see that for the first time, again, great response from the audience. So we're excited. We're happy. I think Christmas Town's a huge part of Christmas in Williamsburg as part of the overall destination when you combine our event, which is the largest holiday light event anywhere in North America. It's over 8 million lights, and when you think about where the event started just 7 years ago and where it is today, the team has just done a phenomenal job with making it bigger and better every year.
And you mentioned the shows. Icescrews No More is one of the, in my opinion, one of the best shows the park has ever done.
I agree.
It's just, and it helped with the revamping of Globe Theater for London Rocks and using the projection mapping, which works so well in that show. And the casts have always been really good. And then, like you said, 'Twas That Night. You can't go wrong when you have a 2-time silver medalist Olympian and 3-time world champion figure skater, who is still amazing.
He is.
And not just him, but that whole cast. There's some kids in there. There are younger people in there who are just phenomenal. I know that I don't know his name, but the really tall skater who plays the soldier, just insanely good.
Right.
And if you guys haven't seen that show, you have to. It's not a big rink.
Right.
At all, and they pick up some speed. I did inline skating. I've done some ice skating. I just have no clue how you can take a couple steps and you shoot off like that. It was pretty wild.
Great job.
They really do. So now we have Invader coming.
Right.
Christmas Town's in full swing. What do we have to look forward to in the coming season, regular season?
17. So we'll start pretty early in the season. We don't have a definitive opening date on Invader yet, but I've often said that it will be one of our earlier attraction openings. So we're, I think, focused on getting the year off to a great start with Invader, but we're excited about Food and Wine. That'll return, and again, like we've done the last couple of years, we'll probably do some rotations of different kiosks and try and bring people, bring some new flavors to the park that perhaps we've maybe dabbled in previously, but we're always going to look to keep that event and build that credibility of the event, where we become a really food and beverage kind of destination, and that event just fits so well in our park, and I'm so glad that we've done Food and Wine, and I'm excited to be a part of the continued growth and evolution of the event. All for One, great night show, and so that'll be a part of our summer product. Beer Fest, another strong event that is very early in its kind of growth phase, but the response, we had over 100 beers on tap for this year's Beer Fest. So we again, this park has just such a great canvas to be able to do events like these, where they fit so well into the European theme. Beer Fest is a great example. So I'd say, Invader and events are going to be what our guests should really look forward to next year is I think a very strong lineup.
Yeah, well, Food and Wine, of course, is my favorite media day. We didn't leave disappointed after that.
That's good.
But Chef Justin has done such a good job with all that. I love just sitting here and his stories about how they come up with the stuff like that. You guys, we've done some talked to him before on the media days with that. All right, so we got big events. We got Invader. Now, for those of you who don't understand, why there can't be a definitive date. We have seasons in Virginia. Yeah. I mean, it's not like Busch, Tampa, where they're open year round. Right. They can keep doing stuff year round. Because we ran into that a little bit with Tempesto. I know we had a good freeze while they were building Tempesto, which kind of stopped construction for a while. So, I mean, that's what you guys are facing here, too, with Invader, I'm sure.
Right. A lot of variables, yeah.
Being wooden and, with some steel structure to it, there's different expansions and, contractions when it comes to, the different materials.
Sure.
Now, has there been any changes with, I know there was a talk of change with the drop, the height of the drop, or the speed, or anything like that.
Not so much from what we've announced, but back to the point you made earlier about speed. I think the ride's going to ride a lot faster than even what you might think. So I think the ride and the feel, you'll get that wooden coaster sensation, but as you've seen, some of the steel supports, and so it's a really good kind of a hybrid approach. The feel and the speed and the exhilaration of a wood coaster with a different kind of substructure. So I think our guests are going to be surprised by the trains and how great they look.
Oh, the lead cars look amazing.
They
really
look,
do.
I mean, some of the best work we've ever done on those trains, on trains for a new attraction. So we're excited about guests getting a chance to see them. The seats are very comfortable. I think it's going to be a really comfortable but fast and exhilarating ride.
See, we get that with Verbolten as well. I get people come up to me all the time, man, that ride's so fast. And I'm like, actually, it's only 55 miles an hour at the fastest point.
Right.
No, but that's what's great is when you can get that sensation as well. Now, one of the big issues with wooden coasters in the past, in this area, we have the neighborhoods right around us. So there was a noise issue. How do you guys fix that with
our neighbors and anti-rollbacks? We'll have anti-rollbacks. So we've done. I think that's a good example of just trying to mitigate the noise. The location of the ride is pretty close, but I think we've done a lot in terms of outreach with Kings Mill, with the residents to make sure that this isn't a detracting addition to our park. So they've been great. They're always great partners. They're great neighbors, and so I think we're going to be okay.
All right, outstanding.
They'll hear a lot of screaming, but, from excitement, but that's hopefully the worst of it.
Well, they're used to that by now.
Right.
All right. So one last thing, it is Christmas time. So if you've seen anything we've done, I got to kind of go off the path a little bit.
Okay.
Just one Christmas question. What was your favorite present as a kid?
My favorite present as a kid. I remember I was 7 years old, and my parents gave me a bike, and that was the first bike that I ever had. I had one that was kind of a hand me down from my sibling, but my own bike. I was 7 years old, and that stands out. And I remember trying to ride it that day, not falling off a bunch of times, but it taught me about resiliency, and that's a memory that stands out.
Oh, that's awesome. I had the roller skates was mine, and of course tried to go out the first day and come in and end up. But thank you so much for your time, and that's one thing too. We all know, those who've been coming here a while, we knew your predecessor Carl was always so accessible, and you've been greatly accessible for us. Good. Anytime we see you in the park, I really appreciate that. I know the other people do too.
Great.
But thanks a lot. Thanks so much again. And you guys, we'll have some more coming up later. We got some more interviews we're going to do today. We'll post all that out. But till next time, be excellent to each other.